You know what time it is? It's TFNation time. Oh, hello, you insouciant long pigs. It is I, Some of One, coming at you for a TFNation video. Yes, I'm doing it at this jointy angle because the sunlight is blaring through my bedroom window here, and it's just very nice, and it's a very lovely day. It's very warm, but it's an absolutely gorgeous day. And of course, what am I doing? Sat in playing video games. Of course I am. So, as you probably guessed from the title already, it is a question video. I'm going to be talking about questions, well, asking questions, I guess. So I have my customary small piece of paper, and it's just very small. Look at the size of my head, but I have a big head. This is an A4 size piece of paper. No, it's not. I'm joking. So I have questions 1 through 10. There you go. I will put. I always forget. I will be putting them in the description as well, because I want you lot out there to do your questions as well. Yes. So yeah. I've decided to do it this way. Then I can do TFNation, and then I can have my logo there as well, which is pretty cool, isn't it? And of course, the date is there as well, 8th to the 10th. Yes. So let's get on to the questions, shall we? Let's. Okay. So question number 1. They will pop up here as well. But question number 1. What day are you getting there? Well, of course, I say this every year, Thursday. I'll be rocking up with John and Sam, most likely, around about, that's Knowlesy and Team Edward, in case you didn't know. We'll be getting there roughly about 3 o'clock in the PM, and I mean, one of the reasons, I said this every year, if you've never seen one of these videos before, the reason why I go Thursday, because it does start on Friday. True, but I count Thursday as TFNation because, well, you're travelling, right? So you can get all the travelling out of the way. You can get, if there's potentially something wrong with the room, you can get your room sorted, and you can go through any, anything like that. And you're not going to miss anything. So when you wake up Friday morning, extra breakfast as well. That's another good point. So you can get an extra hotel breakfast. If you want to know about the hotel situation, me, John, and Adam White did a video a couple of weeks ago now. It's on I'll put a link to that in the description as well. And if you're not staying in the Hilton, there are other alternatives. So there we go. So that's all explained in that video. I'll put that in there. Yeah. So you can get all these hotels sorted, and then, come down and have fun and have a few beers or coffees or whatever the drink of choice is. Mine is beer. And then if I've had a few more beers, maybe a little bit of Jack Daniels. And then when I've had a bit of Jack Daniels, I'll go yes to anything. So yeah. I mean, you don't have to drink. If you don't drink, that's cool. If you drink, cool, that's cool too. But I do enjoy a beer or two. So yes. So that comes neatly to question the second. What is the thing? What is the thing you need more than anything else this year? You don't want to leave TFNation without. For me, I'm not really bothered. Well, I am bothered. That's not the right word. I haven't really thought of anything sorry, it's my Xbox. I'm installing a game. It's taking forever. I've not really thought about it. I mean, there are a couple of things I really want. I say Nuclear Conquest Super Convoy, the Black Power Master Prime. I would like that very much, because I love the mould. I love that toy anyway. I've got the G1 and I've got the Jinrai mould up there. It's a really good figure. I'd like the black one too. It'd look really cool on the shelf with them. I'd like a Fire Guts, but it's not going to happen. But then I would like a Star Convoy as well. I know Age of Pride will get in a new version of it, and that should be out by then. So I might just go for that if I can't get the other two. So yes, that should be good. I think that's how. Is it July? So yeah, perfect in time for TFN. I shall message Nick Wells and say, would you mind? I'm sure he wouldn't mind, and then I'll get one, so that's good. So yeah, but as a rule, I don't have the one thing, the only thing. I don't have that, that might change. It might change, because still there's 98 sleeps away. That might change, however, but for the moment, not for me. But when you do your questions, you know, feel free to say it. You know, this is different to a Holy Grail. I'll get onto that later because, yeah, like I said, it could change at any time. But for right this second, while I'm doing the video, there's nothing on my radio that I can't live without. If you know what I mean. I've said it again. Radar or sensor array. Okay, so question number 12. What is the playlist? What is your playlist for the journey down? I mean, we all know Transformers the movie soundtrack, probably, most likely, probably 100% most likely. But if there's any bands that you like to listen to, any podcasts you like to listen to, or just, you know, talk to your mates or your partner, or for me, Transformers the movie soundtrack, obvs. But also just whatever tickles me fancy at the time, really. I've been listening to a lot of 90s, 80s and 90s metal at the minute. And very good indeed. Because I like Spotify, you just put 80s metal and it gives you like 1,000 fucking playlists to listen to. So I've been going through them. Of course, a bit of Rammstein and a bit of Dragon Force and a bit of this, that and the other. And I've been listening to a lot of Joe Rogan podcasts lately as well, which are always good. Sorry, there's a seagull just going past my window. Excuse me. But yeah, it all depends really. It all depends on what I fancy at that particular moment. But most likely Transformers the movie because it's always on. It's always on there somewhere. So yeah. So question number 4: autographs. Are you getting any autographs? Yes. Hopefully, I think it's coming. The Omega Prime is coming from HasLabs. I should get that before TFN, and if it does come, I'm taking the box to get signed by Neil Kaplan, which should be very nice indeed. You know, yeah, I'll just flat pack nice in the bottom of the suitcase and get him to sign it. It'd be so cool. Yeah, I've met Neil before. He's a fantastic dude. He's a really good laugh. Yeah. The other thing as well is now I had them here. Is it Age of Extinction? I can never remember. I think it's this one. I don't know, I'll have to check. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's this one. Yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting Sophia Miles. I think it's Age of Extinction she's in. I mean, they all blur into one film for me. But I'll get that signed, which is quite nice. And The Girl in the Fireplace, Doctor Who episode. She plays Mary Antoinette in that episode, if I remember rightly. I have it. It's downstairs somewhere. I got it on one of those, DVD. You got collects every week, and issue 2 you get a free buy on one of them. I didn't get all of them. I just got the odd one because where my sister used to live, there used to be a what do they call it? Quiet, you. Yeah, it's got the Odyssey class ship there. Well, no, the USS Odyssey is a Galaxy class ship. Yeah, so as I was saying, yeah, there was a convenience store, and they had magazines when magazines were a thing, and they had the every once in a while they'd just get a random Doctor Who one for like £1, and I thought for a fucking quid I'm having a DVD, you know. And I used to sit and watch them with my niece and nephew. So I've got The Girl with the Fireplace somewhere, so I'll get that signed. It's quite cool. Also, if the name escapes me, it'll appear here. I just can't think off the top of my head. The guy plays Jazz in Transformers 1. This is getting signed as well. And then it'll go with me other. That was signed by oh God, Bennett, the guy who plays, what's it called? Brain No Function No More. The guy played Jetfire. He also did the voice of Bumblebee in this one, you know. So it'd be nice to get a DVD signed and Blu-ray signed. So autographs, yes. So there we go. What else we got? Any art commissions? Are you getting any art done? I probably will find some art there, probably, most likely. I quite fancy, if people have got time, to do. I like doing crossovers. I've had a lot of. Do you know what? I will get them. Yes, I've had some fantastic art done over the years. Yes, by by Ed Perry and coloured by John Paul Beauvais. So I've had G1 Megatron versus Prime Megatron, which I fucking love. That. It's so cool. You get to see it there. It's really cool. I do like that one. And then I've had, there's the line art as well. Then I've had G1 Soundwave versus Prime Soundwave. I love that one as well. That's so fucking cool. And then I've had Prime Shockwave versus G1 Shockwave, which is always good as well. I've had done G1 Starscream versus Prime Starscream versus and animated head floating around just because. I just love that image. That's so cool. I really do like it. Starscream just blasting, and it's so good. So good, so good, so good. Yeah. And then my last one I had done was Hanna-Barbera Godzilla versus Trypticon, which I absolutely fucking love that, because I love the cartoon. It's what got me into Godzilla. But him fighting Trypticon is just so fucking cool, you know? Because after all, he is Mechagodzilla, you know? And there's some Star Trek autographs. You don't need to see that in there. So yeah, stay you. So yeah, I'd like to get some art. Yeah, I was thinking about having Predaking just absolutely destroying a Megazord, you know? Like, kind of, the Megazord sort of, like, down at the front, you know, his head looking at the camera, sort of reaching out, and then with one arm, with Predacon with his foot stamping in his back, and then holding his arm like he's going to take his head off with his own arm, you know? I thought about that. Also, a similar kind of thing with Puzzler from GoBots, but with Menasor doing the same thing. So I've had a few ideas, yeah, and I might even get the Hanna-Barbera Godzilla pop up again, because Ed Perry, the man the ledge, can do that artwork for me, so I might ask him again very nicely. He's a nice guy, very nicely. So yes, I might get some art. I don't know. It depends on if I've got time, and you know, and I'll probably buy some art. I usually do, or people give me stuff as well, which is weird. So yeah. So next question is tat. Yes, let's get some Transformers tat. I've had some absolute garbage in the last few years, but it's part of the fun. Because while you're looking for tat, you'll find something you didn't think you'd see, and you go, oh my god, great. Man, I've had mugs, I've had daft badges, and I want to get some really fucking shit this year. I always find something shit, and it's usually for like a couple of quid, you know? Really is. I do love it. It's great. It's great fun. It's great having to rummage into a box of shit. And, you know, pulled out one of those Power of the Prime mini figures, and I can never remember what they are. And it was something like £2.50, I think he charged for me. You know, there's a couple in there. I had the other, which is the only one I didn't have. It was like £2.50. I'm like, fucking sold, you know what I mean? And it was one of the last things I bought that year as well. It might have been 2022? No, we didn't do it. 22 or 23, I think it was. So yeah, number 7. Panels. Panels are always good. I was going to do a panel this year, but as I started to write it, I just couldn't. It just sounded shit, so I gave up. So I was going to do a panel this year. I was going to do one last year, but things got in the way. Yeah, so I just started writing one, and it was based on, because I've done science, and I wouldn't consider myself a scientist. I know things, and I drink, you know, like Tyrion Lannister. I was going to do one based on Mikey. Did one on dinosaurs a few years, like dinosaurs predicted in media, and you know, going on about the Dinobots and Trypticon and Beast Wars and stuff like that. And it was really good. And I thought about doing it on about, you know, the space bridge, mass shifting. You know, when the bring Cybertron into Earth orbit and why Earth was nearly destroyed and all that sort of stuff, gravitational effects and all that sort of gear. I thought about it, and then I just thought, you know, this is nobody's going to get it. It's going to be boring, so I'd just give up. I've still got it on my computer somewhere. I don't know if I've got time. I might revisit it at some stage, but yeah, but I just thought, because I was going to call it science glitches, you know. But you know, there's probably people out there who are much smarter than I am. I'm probably going, you got it wrong, you know, because it was almost 25 years ago. It was 25 years ago, so, you know, a long time. So then, okay, question. The next question, because I've done these out of order. 8. Question 8. What is your holy grail? Right? What is that thing that keeps eluding you? I mean, I will mention it again because I'm sure Raymond T is going to give me some shit about it because I've already mentioned it again today. Black Zarak was one of my holy grails, and I got him at Toifu. You must buy from Toifu. Toifu always get some really good stuff, and they will get something from every generation. I mean, literally anything you can think of, Toifu will have it, and if they don't have it, they will have something rarer than that. You know what I mean? I mean, I've got a Star Saver up there as well, a G1 Star Saver, as well as a Masterpiece and the HasLabs one. I want the Robot Masters one. Then I've got all the versions of Star Saver. Oh, and I need the Minicon one as well. Yeah. So, I mean, a Holy Grail don't have to be a rare and expensive thing. A Holy Grail can be something you had as a kid and just never been able to find since then. Because I've heard people saying I had it as a kid and the knobhead down the road stole it from me, and I never saw one again. And I mean, it's happened to us all. It's just one of those things. It's like I say, a Holy Grail doesn't have to be the ultra rare. It doesn't have to be a Black Zarak. It doesn't have to be a Grandis or anything like that. But it can be something that you've lost and never seen since you lost it. That sort of thing. I've just said that, haven't I? Why was I repeating myself? But yeah, it's personal preference. For me now, a Holy Grail is something I don't own. Because I've got quite a lot. I mean, I'd like to get a Grandis at some stage. I mean, I might have to default and get is it Dagwan base, which is basically Grandis. Slight retool and a slight recolor as well for Brave, but it's Dagwan base. I think it's Dagwan base. It might be the only way to get one, but so I'll have it by proxy. I mean, last year I got a fucking Grand Maximus. Yeah, I've got some rarities. So yeah, what else we got? So I've done that. Oh yeah. Are you a veteran or a noob? I think most people are going to answer this veteran. I mean, I've been doing this 16 years. 16 years. Since 2009. I can't believe it's been that fucking long. And I've done it every year, apart from the 2 years we don't talk about because this video will get demonetized if I do. Yeah. So I'm a veteran. I would be considered an expert in this field. Because I will be doing my do's and don'ts for those of you. Like I say, if you are a noob and you've never been before, which comes into the next question, you might as well ask it now. Next question is your first time. Is this year your first time? And if it is, please do a video telling me. I want to know how you found out about it and why it's taking you till now to come. I mean, I don't mean that in any kind of disrespectful way. No. What I mean is, are you, have you never heard of TFNation before? Have you never, you just think, I've never been able to get time off work or anything like that. Just tell me why this year you're coming. Why is it this year? Because, for those of you who don't know, for your first timers, the very first one I went to was called Auto Assembly, and it was back in 2009, right? Like I said earlier. 2009 was the first year I did. And how it happened was I used to listen to a podcast called the Moonbase 2 podcast, which starred Dave Wallace. If you go to TFNation, you know Dave Wallace is. He's usually on stage asking the questions. He's a good lad, is Dave. He's also on one of the Blu-ray, one of the DVDs as well. When they released the DVDs in the UK, he's spotting a hell of a mullet. Yeah, so 2009 was the first full weekend they did. Because before that, it was just like a one-day thing. So it was just like a Saturday. And the reason I went is because because Dave was talking to Andy Millman, who hasn't been in a while. Get your ass down there, son. Come on now, come on. And he was And basically, he was saying about the guests that were there. At the time was Greg Berger, Grimlock, and Ian James Collett, Cheetor from Beast Wars. And my initial reaction was, oh my God, a G1 voice actor. How often am I going to meet a G1 voice actor? Was the logic, okay? And so I went, I'm going. Fuck it. I don't care how much it costs. I'm going. I want to meet Greg Berger. And the rest is history, basically. I'm not going to bore you with the details now, but basically that was the impetus of going. Now I go because of the friends I've met, and I use the term friends like as family. I would consider most of these people family because I've known them so long, and it's just like it is like a family do because you don't see these people all year. I mean, it comes back to it's like the reason why I go right is it's like a family do Christmas. In fact, it's exactly like Christmas. Robot Christmas, as I call it. So it's like Christmas, it's like a birthday pie, it's like Halloween, it's like New Year's Eve, it's like every major thing you can think of, do, party, whatever, all rolled into one weekend. Plus, there's voice actors, there's panels, there's toys, and it's just, it's just brilliant. I mean, I go to see my friends and my family, my TFN family, and it is like Christmas because people come up and give you stuff. People just give me stuff. Rich Zortrider gave me a lot of Star Trek novels a few years ago. And it's just crazy. I've had people just go, I saw this today and thought of you. And I have had so many Hot Wheels Starship Enterprises. The JJ one. Off people, and they were like, "Oh, I was in such and such place, and I found this, and I thought of you." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's a ship I don't like." It'll go with the other 20 I've got. Thanks, yeah, brilliant. No, I mean that in the best possible way, though. I mean, it's just like I say, I can't believe people buy me. Hey, have this, and I thought of you, I saw this for you. You're a Soundwave fan here, as a Soundwave. What? No, but it's all part of the fun. I love it so fucking much. And then you come home with robots, and then you sit here and go, I got this, and I got this, and I got that, and did this, and went there, and we went, and this thing happened, and that thing missed that thing, and we saw this. It's all part of the fun, and I encourage everyone out there that watches this video to do one yourself, even if it's your first time this year. Oh, she's at it again. Yeah, there we go. She likes to talk over me, and I do call me Computer Majel. If you get the reference, I'll be very impressed. And if you can tell me where this piece of LCARS comes from, I'll be also impressed. But anyway, as I was saying, what was I saying? Yeah. So if you've never been before, or you've never made a video before, I encourage you to go out there, do yourself a video, do any way you want, do questions, do ideas of what it might be like, and so yeah, it's all good. I mean, if you feel free to message me. I mean, my socials are in the description, and if you're unsure about things, feel free to message me, and I can answer any question because I've been doing this a long time, so I know everything you need to know. I will be doing a do's and don'ts thing as well. I do one every year. And I get shit for it, but in the best possible way, though. So yeah, like I say, I implore you to do a video. It'd be nice to see lots of videos come out, because the other thing, one of the reasons why I do this is because it creates buzz. It creates because a lot of people have in the past that have come up to me and said, "I didn't know about TFNation. I saw one of your videos," and I'm like, "I'm going. I've got to go to this thing." And then they've been going every year since that, which is great. I mean, I'm not affiliated with TFNation in any kind of way. I'm just a fan like everyone else. I'll go, I pay the money, go buy my stuff, go hang out with peeps, and come home feeling I've had a fantastic weekend. But I do get a lot of people say to me, and Billy and the gang have said to me as well, is thank you for doing the videos, because without you, you know, nobody would see this thing, you know. And so, I mean, you know, not to toot me on horn or anything, but, you know, I like to feel important as well. But no, it's good. It drives discourse, and it drives, you know, people to come to this thing, and it's so gratifying, you know, to people have took the time to sit and watch me rattle on for 25 minutes, you know, and you know, and they're going, oh, I came to TFNation because I saw your video, and I've had the best time. I've met some fantastic friends, and I said, you know, brilliant, right? Told you so, didn't I? You know, I said so, you know, and it's true, and you meet, because one of the things as well is about this thing is, it's hard to explain it, but people who go, no. And what I mean by that is it's hard to explain why I go every year. So if for example, if I explain it to somebody who doesn't go, like family and stuff like that, they go, oh, well, it's just a room full of toys. I went, well, that is a big part of it, sure, but it's not the driving force of it. You know, I mean, I've gone one year, come back with a handful of things because I've just had such a good time, and I've just gone, yeah, I do need a couple of bits and pieces, and come home with like 700, 800 quid in my pocket, you know, because it's just not there was nothing to buy, it's just I didn't need anything that year, you know, or I've gone and spent 1,000 quid and come back with 28 quid, you know, and it does happen both ways, you know. So I mean, it's like I say, it's so much fun. I enjoy doing it, and so I keep going like that because these glasses are fucking very focused. So the bottom is focus in, and because when I push them up, I can see clearer when I'm looking at my screen. So that's why I keep going like that. Sorry, I know it's jarring, but yeah, but yeah, it's such a fucking amazing feeling when because I mean, this is my personal experience. Like, you go through life and you try and talk to people who aren't interested in this, right? And you get, because, you know, because I've done it when I've been on nights out and I've got an email going, oh my God, my thing's ready to buy, you know, Kapow sending me stuff, oh, fucking hell, I'm getting me, and everybody's going, oh, fucking Transformers, you know, so you can't talk to them about it. Oh, did you see the new figure that's coming out? But, you know, but when you get to TFN, they love the thing as much as you love the thing, and you talk about it. But the other thing as well is that not only will you find people who love the same thing you do, but they'll also like other things that you like video games and comic books and zombie films and, you know, and Gundam and Power Rangers and Master of the Universe and Star Trek and, you know, and whatever it is, whatever the other geek is, somebody there will like it as much as you. And you can talk about stuff like that, you know? And it's all about having a laugh. Anyway, so that's the questions. I'm rabbiting on now. So that is the questions. Please, I implore you to do your own video. Ask your own questions as well. And if you do your own questions, tag me in the video and I will respond to those questions. So, yeah. So, if you like what I do, please hit like, hit subscribe, and a big shout out to my latest Patreon, which is Mr. Adam White. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And if you would like to be a Patreon as well, for as little as $1 a month, you can have your name listed in the credits. And for a little bit more, you can have a little bit extra. But check out my Patreon. It's in the description at the bottom there. So, thanks for watching. I will catch you all very soon. Unfortunately, this is the only video you're getting this week because I'm away this weekend. I'm off to Scotland for a Star Trek tournament, so it should be fun. Yeah, so that's why there's no review this week. But next week there will be reviews. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I'll think of something. But yeah, so thanks for watching. I will catch you all very soon, and see you all in August. Bye for now.
Unleashing the power, tearing through the night. Transformers in my hands, ready for the fight. With every single figure, I gear up to transform. Soundwave SG-1, bringing fun